What's up, man? Man, it's been like a week since I made a video. It's crazy. Been working real hard. I'm actually have some time today to make a video, and I was just doing some research over the weekend, and I wanted to get in Amazon pretty hard. I wanted a big long-term trade today, leaps, and I thought I was going to get a good entry point with the market being down. I think futures was down like 400 points. Here's the market right now, 400 down 400. What is it? It's Monday. It's 157, April 13th. To get all that, blah, blah, blah. Since I'm doing that, let me make sure that I am live. Okay, looks like I'm good. Yeah, I'm all good. All right, so let's get to the let's get to the good stuff. So here's Amazon. So I thought I was gonna get a good entry, and was able to put some option prices together and figure out exactly how I wanted to get in, what I wanted to do, blah, 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 blah. And every time that happens, like I said, every time I'm looking to make my bi-weekly stocks purchase, anytime I'm ready to make a big kind of purchase where I just want to, or big trade, I won't necessarily say purchase, my stocks always rip up. Now, the market is down 413 points, and Amazon is up 5%. This $2,000 stock is up 5.28%. That's how fast it's going up. It was just 1.3 a second ago. Anyway, there it is at the high of the day. I don't understand it. So what I want to show you is what's going on here. Hold on a minute. Let's see what's going on. I am going to, I can't see. Yeah, there we go. All right, so what I'm going to show you is this. And this is what I was looking at over the weekend. That. And this is the monthly chart at Amazon. And this is one of the most bullish charts I have ever seen. Okay? I won't say ever seen, but this chart is bullish under the circumstances of the market being down 20 whatever hell percent. I love this thing. So I'm like, I need to make just one huge big trade on that. And when I do like that, see, that's how my account actually got to be large, because I trade leaps. There's one of my positions. You see something like this, go out 2 years and buy a call spread, make it wide, as wide as you could bear, and if you're right, your stock is you make all kinds of money, right? But if you're wrong, you got time, you got years, you know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of trade I was looking to put on today. I don't want a bad entry price because the stock's going like that, up like that, volatility is going up in it. So I'm just gonna have to wait for a down day. But see, here's the thing, earnings is coming, right? Earnings, let's go back to the daily chart. It's next Tuesday. What is it? Earnings 4/23. That's next Thursday. Next Thursday. And the stock always runs into earnings, and that's what it's doing. I think that's part of it. So, they announced today, I think today, that they're going to hire 75,000 more people. Now, just 2 weeks ago, they was going to hire 100,000 people. So now 75,000 people. Let me tell you something. They ain't doing all this hiring because things are slow over there at Amazon. Okay? They're hiring because they're busy. Just look at your local growth. It's like I don't know why the market took so long to give Amazon some props that people's home ordering stuff. Now, I work at the post office. I see it. I mean, there's all kinds of parcels being ordered. So, this is what they do. Anyway, they was even like, oh, we can't even ship. We only ship in essential stuff, because that just tells you the signs of overloaded. They got Prime Video. They got all that stuff. People's on it. I bet you they increased their Prime memberships. This is a stock that is going to run for some years. Now, the one thing that made me pause, I just get a little pause, is the current market condition with the COVID. Yeah, we're starting to flatten out a little bit. With the deaths / infections. What am I looking at here? Bring up to the monthly again. Yeah, look at that. Oh man, that looks so good. See, the high is right there, 2185. We're gonna hit that this week. Oh yeah, We're definitely going to hit that before earnings. And it might hang around there. I don't know. It might run past it. But anyway, what was I just talking about? Help me out now. Help me out. Do I got my comments going? Somebody see if it's working. Anyway, earnings. What was I talking about? Earnings? Gosh, I'm just lost the words, man. All right, give me a minute. It's been like a week since I made a video. It's been a week. Okay, I said lots of parcels. Yeah, I'm shipping lots of parcels over there at the post office. These guys, yeah, man, they making a bunch of money, right? And so that's what gave me pause is the COVID-19 situation. We're flattening the curve, right? And that means the deaths / infections. Most of the market's listening to Cuomo. This is the epicenter of the world. They have the most cases and the most deaths anywhere. So what he says is kind of like it's almost it's either if it's good news, it's usually good news for everybody else. If it's bad news, it's probably going to be bad news for everybody else. So I don't know. We just focused right there, and he's basically. I mean, a lot of people did die. I think it was 761 yesterday on Easter, man. And but the bright side is it's going down. It could have been more. So it's just ugly just to know that many people passed, yesterday, if you think about it. And then, to think about the whole thing. See, this is what makes people not invest. You start really think, and you're like, oh, gosh, these people didn't see their family. These people probably couldn't say goodbye. They passed alone, Anyway, so it's sad. Anyway, but let's say we get over it. It starts to get better, and vaccines and all of that social distancing works. The stock is going to run. I think it's going to put in a run just like this, right? I mean, this is like a continuation pattern. Can I draw? Is this even a triangle? Well, it's kind of off. But if I did like this. I'm trying to make something happen. Kind of like that, right? And then it's exploding up. Yeah, it's kind of trying to do something like that. And then we should get an explosion, another one of these legs for the most part. Years of running. So anyway, but yeah, so if we worsen and it'll bring this stock down. This stock is not going to keep going up 5% when the market's down 500 points. So that's what's got me on pause. Like, oh man, do I want to do it? And today I just, when I'm ready to kind of price some trades and stuff, I'm ready, and then it doesn't do it. Oh man, I'm going to show you what I was pricing here in a moment. Well, let me test something out because, testing. I'm typing testing. See if it comes through. I'm in the chat box, y'all. There it is. Who we got in there? Cashmatic. He's always in here. So anyway, let's look at. Appreciate you, Cashmatic. Hope you had a happy Easter yesterday. So I was looking at the 2150 call. Okay, the 2150. This is January 2022. Okay, that's 2 years from now. The 2150 to the 2,900 call spread. If you were to put that on, gosh, see, when I was looking at it, it was 21,000. Now it's $24,000 position. It's a $24,000 position. Okay, now you're probably like, man, I ain't got $24,000 to put on a trade. Well, you don't have to do that. You could shorten the strikes to put on whatever you want. But let's just look at what I'm looking at, okay? So, because I'm looking to go big, man. I'm going big or go home. That's why y'all see when I show you my Amazon profits, you're like, oh shit, I could buy cars with it because I go big. I go all in. That's why I said you don't trade like me because it's just you don't want to do that. Anyway, look at the Amazon. It's 20. Now it's ripping new high of the day. Anyway, so if it were to make it 2 years from now, you could see the probability of in the money, 70%, 68% is right there. So this is actually, even though it sounds crazy, it's actually a good trade. If I could put this trade on, I will make 50,000. If this thing would to get up to 2,900 in 2 years, I will make $50,000 on top of the 21,000 or 24,000 that I invested, right? But if it weren't, I would have lose $2,100. So that's not far to go. Looking at that bullish pattern, I just think I want to do this trade, but even today this trade is running away from me. So I think I need it on a down day, a day that just, I was gonna say Amazon just. I don't think it's going to do it, because every time I get bullish on something, it never goes down. Earnings is coming up next week. It'll probably blow through that. And then next thing I know, it's halfway there. I'm like, oh my gosh, so that's the one trade I'm looking at, right? Anyway, if it were not to happen, it's down 24, I'll lose my money invested. And here's the break-even point at 23.91. Now, I do feel that in 2 years, this thing will be at 23.91. I mean, it's going to be there. It's going to be there. Unless COVID just kind of just goes crazy, I got 2 years for it to get there. Then anything over that is a plus. All right, so are you playing Amazon? I got some trades on. I'm not necessarily playing earnings, but I'm going to keep them on. I sold, I don't know, the 1,900, 1,800 call spread, a put spread. Something like that, and I'm gonna keep those positions on. Please don't let me down, because every time I'm long on Amazon, that's long. That's a bullish put spread. It lets me down. Gosh, I hate Amazon earnings. But yeah, I just hate it. But anyway, I'm feeling good, and that's even a sign. Usually, when I feel so positive, I should actually be careful and maybe hope that it goes, like say get out of my positions, right? And hope that it goes down and then put that trade on. That's what I really, really, really should do. Yeah, that would be nice. Well, anyway, so that's the one, okay? And then here's the other one, all right? So this is the other trade where I'm looking to sell buy the 21, the 22, right? 5 of those, okay? So that will actually cost, what is that? Actually cost $23,400. So you see, I'm trying to basically invest $24,000. All right, so if that were to make, now it only got to go to $2,200. That's 50 points from now. Can it make 50 points in 2 years? Well, shit, it made 100 points today. Yeah, so I think so. I think so. Anyway, if that would have happened, I would make $26,000. All right, and basically I double my money and then some. And these are the kind of trades that I put on to really blow to really grow my account. You're patient, takes a couple of years, but next thing you know, it's Christmas time and your account's up half that. 13,000. And you're like, wow, damn, it's a good trade, and you don't have to touch it. You don't have to do nothing to it. So that's the one trade I'm looking at, or the other one, a straight one call spread, and just kind of try to run with that one. That one, I'm leaning towards this one because I actually think it can make 3,000. I think it's telling you it could go as high as 33, right? So if it could just get to 2,900, it'll be a $50,000 in profit. All right, so you're like, man, I don't got $24,000. What the hell is this dude teaching me? What is this? All right, so let's just do the 2150, and let's shorten this call spread. 2150 to 2160. I don't think that's traded. We're gonna have to go to 3,000 because they need to put more options in this option chain. So 2150 to 2200. We're gonna do one of those, right? That costs you at least need basically $2,300. You need that, okay? That's the best we can do going out here. And the most you could lose, of course, is the $2,300. But if that would have happened, you would have made $2,600. Okay, this is where you really, I'm teaching you gold here, okay? This is where you have to say, man, I'm gonna do I don't know, 110%, 120% of my money or something like that. Okay, I didn't do the math, I'm guessing. Right? I'm gonna basically catch a double and then some. So you got 2 years, right? This is a 2-year trade. We're just looking for it to go up to $2,200. It's only 50 points away from that right now. Right now. So if you put that trade on, and you're basically making 50% a year. If it does this, you're making 50% a year. Where can you get 50%? Where can you get 50% on your money every year without even trading? This is gold right here. It's gold. 50%. My portfolios, generally, this is how I trade. Is set it and forget it trades. Just total set it and forget it. Lately, I've been trading more active just because it's fun. But I shouldn't, okay? I shouldn't. And Cashmatic, you've seen my numbers. This is not a calendar spread. This is just a straight up call spread. Just straight up. I'm out on the 21 January 22. 21 Jan 22. Can we get down there? 21 Jan. I'm way down here. I'm 648 days away. Right? Scroll way down. Okay? And I bought this 2100. No, the 2200. I'm doing a vertical. Right? And I'm selling the 2250. Okay? That's not the same trade I put on. I put on the 2200. Wait a minute. Sorry, let me go back to the analyze. 2150 to 2200. Okay, wrong ones. 2150. Come on. That one, and then the 2200. That one. Okay, so we're buying this one. It's actually in. We're buying. Why does it say? Yeah, we're buying this one just out of the money. 2150. Let me go ahead and minimize that so you can see this a little better. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to take my face off, right? YouTube. There we go. Check it out. Okay, so look where the cursor is. All right, so we're buying the 2150. And then we're selling the 2200. Okay, just one strike. It's a 50-point wide spread. That means that's cost you $5,000, 50 points, right? Times 100. But we're paying $2,300 for that. Well, that's the possible gain, max gain. 5,000 minus what we pay, and it's 2,300. So basically, we're gonna make the other half of the 5. Let me pull up my calculator. 5,000 minus what we paid, 2,320 equals 2,680. That's what we could possibly make for the trade. That's more than 50%. Sorry, that's more than 50% a year. It's 100. It's slightly over 100% for the 2-year period, right? So you're making basically 50% a year, right? It's just a straight up call spread, and you could put that on and forget it. Now this is it. The call the wow, that's actually not too bad. Well, yeah, that one's bad. This one, somebody's trying to. Okay, it's just changing. The fill is gonna be hard because these things, the bid ask is super wide. But who cares? Who cares? Try to get filled on your best price because you got 2 years. All we're trying to do is make 50 points in the next 2 years to double our money and average at least 50% a year, 55%, right? That's it. Set it and forget it. When it comes time, 2 years from now, the options will be more liquid because they'll be, right, they'll be the current month. Get out. But what I suggest is not necessarily sticking in. You can stick into these way at the end because it's going to be way up there, you know? It's going to be, the price of this stock should be way higher than these options. But maybe you can get out 50% and then redeploy, okay? And that will happen in a few months, you know, I don't know, let's say 6 months or so. I'm just throwing the number out there. And you just keep redeploying, okay? I got that money. I made, instead of the 2,600 on that trade, I made 13. Let's get out just to try to make 1,300. And you get that, boom. And then you go out to the farthest option and put the same trade on again. At the money, one strike wide call spread. All right, so now you can see way down here, these strikes are wide. Right at 2,300, they start going by 100, 2,400, 2,500, 2,600. Look here. This is the 2,900. You're like, man, that's like 800 points away, 750. But look, they're giving it a 29% chance of it getting there. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. That's why I'm saying that's why I like my trade. So I was thinking about a trade like that. That's one of my best trades. I just gave it to you. I never said it on this channel before. That's my best trade. That's it. It's the best. Okay? And people are like, how you make 50% a year? Because I'm putting on call spreads at the money out for 2 years. That's it. I said it and forget it. The problem is you can't have, and we had one. Let's look at the chart of Amazon. Because you can't have this shit. This. See, if you would have done it here, let's say you did it right here, right? Is that September 18th? And you went out to 19, September 20th, you were kind of right there still. This trade it'll be profitable, but probably nowhere near the max. And you'll be sweating, especially when it went down to 1,300. You're like, oh my gosh. We can't have any of these disasters along the way. It could go sideways. We don't need a 40% haircut off the stock because then the trade might not work. All right, I'll be straight up honest with you. But most of the time it still works because we have 2 years. And that's why you definitely, if you don't want to really stay in it towards the end, let's say it's the last year and you're just barely over that number, you probably just want to go ahead and take the profits and roll it out. You got to stay deep. You got to stay out there, so if I ever write a book, this will be my trade. This is my bread and butter. I got to name it. But that's the trades I do. It works in volatility, because you could sit back, relax. Why? Because you got 2 years. Maybe a year and a half. Maybe you had it on for 6 months. And, man, I got a year and a half for this market to come back. But here's the problem. Like with this virus, though, it could. Who knows? Who knows? With the exponential, math with the deaths, and if it starts getting crazy, it's gonna take it down. It's also at the point where this could reverse, but I don't think so because now I know Amazon is spending because they're hiring. But they're hiring because they're making money. Okay. And they even raised the minimum wage. Like, all right, it was $15. Right now they're getting something like 17, something like hazard pay or something like that. So they paying and hiring. So things must be going pretty good, and all of these stocks, I want a position in Walmart as well. Look at Walmart. I didn't know Walmart was up 1 point. Yeah, I missed Walmart. I tried to get in right here when it came back down. I like what Walmart's doing, and they're gonna be around challenging Amazon. This stock is not gonna move like Amazon, but it's moving up. Okay, that's all we care. So if you were to put that same trade on Amazon, on Walmart. And we could buy these options are way more liquid, right? The 125, 130 for 233, right? So we know that's a 5-point wide call spread. So the most we can make is $500 minus what we paid for it. Okay, so 267. It's really the same thing as Amazon. We're trying to get 5 points. It's the same profit, but we just have to add 0. So let's bump this to 10. And it'll be the same thing. Do this 10 times. Or you could do it, if you have a small account, you could just do it one time, $233. And 2 years from now, we're going to turn that into $267. Make that 500, right? So anyway, you would have doubled your money in 2 years, right? You can't do that anywhere, all right? Anywhere. Let's, 50, let's say 40%. It's crazy. I mean, just make a little bit of that. Let's say I'm half right. You're going to make 25% a year if I'm half right. You want stocks that's going up, okay? You want stocks that's going up, all right? And when you have these dips like that one, that could kill your trade. See, it took a year and a half to come back. And that's why you got to keep rolling out, all right? So this is something that Yeah, this is gold. This stuff I'm teaching you, man. So this is for the people that diehards that watch me, because that, you know, 'cause my videos don't get a lot of views. You're like, who's this guy? By the way, I'm gonna put out my numbers. That, remember I told you that March video. I just did not have time to do any videos, and I gotta create that video. So I didn't forget about that. Did you get into Uber and Lyft when it was about 36, 14 bucks? When is that, 14? No. Um, I traded. I think I got profits in Lyft. I'm just not liking what I see with these stocks. See, remember I was just talking about Walmart. Let me pull up the weekly. Remember I was just talking about Walmart. What did I say? You want stocks that's going up. Okay, that's the key. Until I see it going up, I don't want to see this, because this is kind of bear flag, down and over. It's consolidating. It's tell you right now, it looks kind of bullish still. Looks kind of bullish right about now. But it's just consolidating almost for the next move, possibly down, right? This is bear flag. Look at that. It's like a perfect bear flag. So the next move should be down, but it looks like it could go up maybe a little bit more. You know, if it breaks that, you got to wait until this flag resolves itself. Generally it goes to the downside, right? But it might go to the upside, and then, you know, I don't know. Just think, man. When did this thing IPO'd? Was it 45? Am I looking at the right? Is that somewhere around 40? Where's the open right here? 42? Was that the IPO? I thought it was higher. Maybe I'm thinking of Lyft. And it's 27 now. I mean, this thing lost everybody 50%, you know. You could get in, but it has to be speculative. It's, you know, you're just like, man, hope this thing turns around. So we need to be, let's let this, because there's 1,000 stocks out there. Let's let it prove itself. And then we jump in. But now you can catch a good price, like, oh yeah, I caught it down here and it's going up. But did you? Will it not revisit that? We don't know. It could, because it's going down. It's a stock that's just going down, you know, and I want to see it go up, you know, and then we could talk about it. That's my thinking. As soon as I look at a chart, it needs to be going up. We want to stay with that trend, right? What did I want to pull up? GE. Because GE is a bottom. I lost some money in GE. Thought it was turning around. And you can see these moving average, right? That's the 50. What am I looking at? A weekly, right? See the purple line? That's the 50, all right? 50 weekly. And right about here, see that crossover? And that's the 9, right? On the weekly. I was in, let me zoom in right here, because it started to go up. And look what happened. See, there's my line even. I was in right there, and geez, it just let me down. Look what happened. And now it's doing the same thing. It's bear flagging, unfortunately. You know, or you could do it like that. It's just creating that bear flag to possibly go lower. So let's see. It just seems weird. Why it was at 6? Are we gonna go lower even? It's already low. I mean, I don't know. This thing had some good potential. It crossed over both movements. Yeah, and it just failed right there. I like this one better than the Uber, because it at least showed you potential that it was going up, right? And but now I don't like it. But if I were to play something that's like bargain, get this for $7, yeah, I think I would like this one a little better, because it kind of showed itself a little bit, and then it just got caught up in the COVID. And I think they got a good aircraft unit, right? But nobody's making planes right about now, you know, and who's going to even be buying planes? That's why it's down like that. It's just like a Boeing, you know. See what's going on with Boeing. Yeah, look at that. It's not. How did I know that? How did I know it was going to be the same exact pattern as Boeing? It's clear. It's the same thing. Didn't I just draw this? Right? It's the same thing. And that's what happened to GE. Yeah. And so we need Boeing to kind of get it going. And then we could buy some GE. Anyway, so that was let's see what Lyft is doing. You asked me about Uber and Lyft. Yeah, same thing. The moving averages are just starting. This one looks a little better than Uber right now, but it looks weak. The stock, sorry, I've got to sneeze. The slow stochastic is just, it's just looking weak. I'm not liking it. Pull up let's pull up something daily. Yeah, let's let the slow moving average cross over the big one. We have to let it prove itself. So now you can get in. You get that bargain price, man. You're getting a great price right now. You hope, as long as it goes up from here. We don't know, So I do like this. I'm checking this out, right? This is a double bottom. I do like that. I like that as an entry, right? He tried to come. I love that right there. That's real positive. Probably why I like. Let me see if Uber's doing that on the daily. Yeah, Uber did the same thing. So you might have something here. I really do like that to catch a bottom. I want to see that higher low. So let's see if it can start making some higher highs. And there's my Uber and Lyft presentation. What was it that, Charles? Yeah, I thought it was about making some quick cash. And that, quick cash, hold on. Carnival Cruises, when it was $8, then it went to 20. That was a good trade. Yeah. And that's what you could do with these. You can make a lot of, yeah. I'm not, all right, hold on a minute. Let me finish reading your comment. It went to 14 and it's going to go back down now. The market's crazy. I've been looking into Tesla. I bought some Tesla today. I bought it for my girlfriend and I sold some puts against it in my other account. And Tesla is doing Amazon right now. But real quick on what you said, like Carnival, CCL, there it is. And see like here, it made that we was liking Uber and Lyft because of that higher low, and this one kind of matched it. It's like, but here, these stocks, you can make a lot of money for those quick trades. Let's let it pop. Let's let it kind of come off the low. Look how it just bounced off this low. Look, it's so weak. This looks like it wants to go lower, but you can make. I'm not a good trader. Like I need to do basically like the quick. I can't do the quick pops. I have to do a little bit longer term, like we was talking about with the leaps. But yeah, you can make good money in these stocks for the pops. I'm not good at it. I look at them for more long term. But when I look at this, look at how far this is away from the slow to the fast moving average, right? This is a 9 and that's the 50. The blue, acting like you guys are standing behind me and I'm showing. No. The blue is the 9. The purple is the 50. You see that spread? I mean, that's kind of wide. It looks like we could find it needs to go back to the mean a little bit. Carnival did get that loan, that 12%. They sold some bonds or whatever, and they got 12% on it. That's not bad. They got money, right? So this could be something. This could be something right here. There's always going to be, by the way, there's always going to be cruise lines. I think what we worry about with Carnival and the Royal and the Norwegian is we could wake up one day and they file for bankruptcy. It's like, oh, man, but we invest in it because we know there's going to be. See, there's going to be boats. We just don't know whose name is going to be on the boat. Okay, and that's the problem with the cruise line. So let's say they wake up. Carnival, I think, is safe because they just got that money. But let's say they wake up and, boom, bankruptcy. When they say that, and you see that in your little news feed, Carnival files for bankruptcy, your stock just went to zero, okay? And then, they'll work something out and blah, 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 blah. Maybe somebody buys it, blah, blah, blah. And then, somebody else's name is on the boat. Or they restructured and all of this stuff. And that's what we worry about. I think I got to sneeze. Yeah. Anyway, so be careful. They got that money. I forgot, so many billions paid 12%. So I think they're safe for a while. So that's good. I thought that was a good sign to maybe dabble. Like, okay. They raised the money. It's 12%. That's kind of high. I mean, interest rates are 0. So, but, they found people to invest in them. So anyway, let's see what happens. But yeah, just remember that. Because stocks trading low and they struggling for cash, we just might wake up and boom. We got no bankruptcies yet. That's one thing about this downtrap. But then the Fed is just free money for everybody, except for the post office, who's scheduled to go under September 30th. But free money for everybody, and the cruise lines miss out because they don't pay taxes. They incorporated in other countries, so they got to get their money on their own. But these are good trades. I mean, if you got money, some speculative money, and you wanna, hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw 1,000 at it, see what happens. Wake up, put it in a drawer, set it, forget it, kind of thing. And if they get their footing, this virus starts going away, because people will cruise again. I know they will, especially once there's a vaccine. Because then there's a vaccine, they could make sure people's vaccinated before they get on the boat and all that stuff, and then they'll cruise again. So I don't think they're down and out. But if we don't turn this around soon and they don't start getting people on those boats, that money that they just got will kind of go away pretty fast. And then next thing you know, we're waking up and you see they filed for bankruptcy. And that means your stock went to 0. All right, so you have to, and restructuring and all that stuff. Warren Buffett comes in and buys all the boats. You know what I mean? And then it's called, what's Warren Buffett's company? Damn, what's his company's name? Berkshire. So Berkshire Hathaway Cruise Lines, And then, boom, it's taken off again. Anyway, but gold miners. I don't even know any. What is it? I used to trade gold. Let me just pull up gold, GLD. Wow. Gosh. Oh, man. I just feel like I look at this. The first thing I say is I missed it. Oh, my gosh. I looked at it last right here. I remember this drop, and I was like, oh, see, gold is fake, man. It didn't even reach a new high, and it's coming down. It's like, man, I'm glad I didn't play that. I remember that. This drop right here, I thought it was done right there. And look at what just happened. Man, that's the last time I saw gold, and I wrote it off. I just said, I'm done. I was waiting for an entry, and I really thought about it right here. Right there. And then I think this drop was hard. Let me pull down the daily if I remember right. Yeah, see, that drop was hard. And I said, forget it. It's done. You know what I mean? Gold is just not going to go higher for whatever reason. I don't know. And then now here it is. You told me to look at gold, and I'm like, oh, shit, I missed it. Damn. What about it? It's going higher. It made a new high. It's going, and this is not good for the economy. When you see this, man, look, I got my line. We're going there. It's touching that high and possibly going through. I'm just going to have to wait for the next pullback. That was a great entry when it did that. I don't know what happened. I think that was when oil had its problems and, but there it is. It's heading to the new high. I like them. I don't know any of the miners. I know the junior miners was junior JNUG. Is that what it is? The junior gold miners. They're not. What is it down? It's up 17% today. Okay. Yeah. I like gold. I know they kind of got uncorrelated, if I remember. Gold was up, the miners was down. I can't think of the regular gold miners ETF, but and I was like, I didn't like the way it was trading. The miners up, gold's down, gold, so I was keeping my eye on it, and I was looking at an entry in GLD. It tanked, and I said, forget it. It wiped out of my head. You reminded me. I'm looking at it. I like it. I missed it. I think I missed it. I just missed it. GDXJ. That's the gold, the junior gold mine. So what was I looking at? JNUG, the junior gold. So it's just, the 2 times. Okay, that's the 2 times. And you said the GDXJ is the 1 time. I like it. Look at that. See, it's going up. That's the first thing you want to see when you look at a chart. It's going up. You just ride the trend. You can actually buy it now, and it goes down, and you're like, oh, lost. But it's still, the trend is up. You should be fine. As long as you're not trying to make quick money and, I'm out, because, yeah, we could wake up and these things are down 10% tomorrow or 5 or whatever, because whatever happened. And, but the trend is still up. You see, that will be a sign for people to actually get in. I don't think you should get in. That's a 30-minute chart. Yeah, look at that. See that consolidation right there? And what a run right there, because you just see these consolidations. I didn't draw this one that good. And, right, they're not really that. This is the 30-minute chart. You can see it just walking the stairs, right? And then look how it just blew out of there. Bow! You didn't see that anywhere in the past 30 minutes. So you want to be careful. Right now, be careful. Sell it! Because it doesn't run like that. It's going to consolidate or possibly go back to just what I was drawing right here. Right? Is that about the average width? Something like that. So it'll probably find its way back in this square, because that's what it's been doing, right? Slightly higher step here, and even a higher step here. So yeah, I think that's a nice little gift. It's up 9%. Yeah, take some of that profit, and wait for that pullback, because it's not going up forever. It's not going to do an Amazon on us. Yeah, it bothers me with the gold. I'm looking at Amazon. It's still, God, to see Amazon up like this on a day that the stock market is down just makes me. Could you imagine if we was up, say, 100, 200 points? This thing would be like 10%. What was I talking about? I don't know. GDX or the seniors. That's it. GDX. Yeah, I used to look at that as well. Shows you how, wow, up 7%. I'm looking at the 5-minute. Look at that. What the hell? What is that? What happened here? Yeah, see, I think I looked at this. Pull up the out. Wait a minute. Maybe I got a bad chart. What happened there? Talk about an entry point. March 11th. Yeah, so this is March 11th, March 13th. Let me pull up the actual metal. Yeah, it just went down. I don't know. Yeah, that's the same as the show. They went down a little harder than the metal. They look ugly, and this is when I just gave up on it, and it's back. I guess because the Fed just started printing all that money, and just money for everybody. And Gold just says, well, we're back. Oh, man, and I'm sure that's the reason. It's just not good for the economy. And that's what I was worried about with the Amazon leaps, because oh, man, it just looks ugly. I don't know if are we going to be rolling like that again, Oh, man. Anyway, I think people thought the crash was going to be really deflationary. And then the Fed really committed to printing. Exactly, yeah. That's basically what happened. And they just came out with, we're doing 6 trillion, and then we're doing another 3.3 trillion, or what, I don't remember the numbers, but lots of trillions. That's just, it's insane. It's you think about it, it's just unfixable. I don't care what they do. It's just unfixable. We're all going to be paying high taxes. It's just going to be ugly. How long can they do that? And how much? How are they going to reverse it? I don't think you can ever reverse it. I'm not good at this stuff. Let's pull up the dollar. The dollar is actually high. At its highs. I don't know what happened there with that monthly candle. Yeah, I don't know. I can't put these things together. But I used to mess around with this. The volatility Yeah, it's not. I like it's going up, but you see the volatility. I like things that are less volatile, you know, to trade. So Tesla, I traded it. I traded it today. See my little stairs. If you notice, I like drawing those. Anyway, I'm pulling up the hour. It's up 6. I bought it for my girl today at 600. I think that was her price. She's already up $40. No, she's not up. Well, she's up 40 points. I didn't. I bought. Yeah, she almost got a share. I bought her a fractional share, but it was almost a whole share. So she's up almost $40. That was a great entry because I got it. I caught it when it went down. It went up and then down. I caught it like right here, somewhere around there. Maybe I got better. Yeah, I think it was 594. And the thing is shooting up. Well, anyway, I sold a 500 450, I think, somewhere around here on the put spread. And they have earnings, and I'm just trying to make, I think I sold it for 800, just trying to make 400. I'm gonna sell at 50%. So let's see. So far that position is up, I think. It was funny, I was selling SPX put spreads this morning, and Amazon put spreads, and Tesla put spreads, and they was popping off and setting it for like 50%. Do you know, like 2 of the trades popped off for profits today already. I was like, you know, what the hell? You know, because I was selling them at 40 days out, I think. 40, 30, somewhere in that area. And I put it on a couple hours later, it was popping off for profit, 50%. I'm like, it's great. You know, that usually don't happen, but I'll take it, you know? But I think that's where I'm at right now. And that trade position is almost ready to give me to profit as well. You can see the move it just had today. I do think Tesla goes up to the, you know, when the Momo comes back in the market, you know, these stocks that was running, they're going to run again. They will run again. And that's Tesla, and that's Amazon. Pull up Apple. Yeah, Apple's up, even up. See, and the market's down. These stocks are ready. Yeah, the market's down 488 points. SPX, SP down 48. Apple's up. These stocks are ready to run, you know? So as soon as they get like the all clear, hold on, because these stocks are ready to run. Let me pull up. NVIDIA's up 1.25. This is a great chart as well. I talked about this on my last video. You know, look at that, just the dip, the consolidation right here. It's going to blow. I want to get some of this. The slow stochastic is not looking the greatest, but we do have a crossover, but I like the way that pattern looks. See that consolidation right there? Right here. And zoom in on that. See that right there? I kind of drew some kind of weirdo lines. It's going to figure itself out, you know, right in here. It's going to figure it out. You know, once I'm assuming it's to the upside because it's been going up, right? Up since March 5th. I'm on a 4-hour chart, by the way. So hopefully it figures itself out and that resolves to the upside. And then I think it'll test the 316. I mean, they're a leader in what they do, and there's really nobody close. And I think they're really into that 5G. I think they're like a leader in the 5G movement. And we know the gaming and just the fast, the graphics, it's them and nobody else for the most part. You know, see what AMD is doing. Yeah, these things, if you're going to buy chips, I think Intel's the slow mover, even though Intel pays a yield, okay? That's the best thing about Intel. See, they're not really peaking at the top of the thing. But if you come over here, they got 2.28% yield. This is like a good stock for your portfolio. Just kind of tuck it away. It's not, doesn't have a high beta like the NVIDIA and the AMD. They're just slow. They just kind of, yeah, this is not my kind of chart. But look, it's down here by that slow moving average. So it's kind of, you can get in there and just kind of, you know, get on the train and collect that 2.2% dividend, and hopefully you get some growth out of it as well. But if you want some real growth, AMD. Yeah, these are good stocks. When I say stocks, stock charts. Okay, and NVDA and Nvidia. Yeah, I like them. I'm not in them. I feel like I need to get in them, but I spread my bets thin. So right now I'm in Amazon and SPX, and that's the only reason why I'm not playing these guys. Anyway, you should have bought Docu. Yeah, I thought about. It was one of the stocks I missed it. First time before the COVID, I was like, man, DocuSign, that sucks. I don't know. It's just what I think, and no research, But now I see the need for it because now they showed the world what they can do, and it's gonna stick around. It's like, hey, this is working. I sign my leases with DocuSign, and it's kind of neat. So I do use the service. People send me stuff to sign. I like it, but I should have bought DocuSign when I had a chance. Seems like it's going to be around a long time. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to get in. When this thing breaks this high, it's already kind of done it. Let's pull up the monthly. It's toppy, but it could still go a lot higher. Sometimes you just got to get in. I was going to buy, I'm going to give you a little quick story. Cisco, last Monday, I was going to buy $250 worth of Cisco. Cisco, the food, SYY. All right, look at that. It's down there. It's down 5% today. Yeah, I should have waited. And I was waiting. I was like, man, this thing's up 9%. Can't buy it. It's just up too much. And Cisco, right now, it's paying 3.8, but just last week it was paying like almost a 5%. It was like 4.9. So I was like, yeah, I want to buy some Cisco. And let me pull up the daily, right? And it was up like 9%. Here's last week. This is the daily right there. This was last week, Monday, right? It was up. I was right here. I was going to buy it. This day was up 9%. I'm like, man, all right, I'll wait. This day was up another 4. Anyway, from this low, now I'll do it from where it closed. Right here to this peak. Oh, shoot. From right here to that peak, it was up 34%. And that's the day I just said, I'm getting in. I'm just in. This is long-term money anyway. I don't plan on selling it ever, okay? Ever. And just by waiting, I was like, it's up 9%. Damn it. It got away from me. So now I bought a stock that I wanted to buy, and it's up 34% higher. I actually bought it. I feel like this is silly. But I looked at the long run, the long haul, and it's way down here. You know what I mean? It still has a lot to go to get back to normal. These guys, they deliver to all the schools and some of the restaurants and everybody that has food. They bigger than Cisco's, the trucks. They U.S. food service as well and some other. It's a monopoly. These guys, these guys deliver the food. It paid a great dividend, as you can see before. This stock, this is a great stock to own. Look at that, man. And so I think it paid. So I was like, man, I'm gonna get this 5% dividend. Yeah, get the 5%. It'll get back in that growth track once this is all over. And I bought it 34% higher. If you look at the low, right? The low, man, it's up 83%. So it's almost up 100% off the bottom. So to sum up, basically what I'm saying is sometimes you just gotta jump in. It's not the greatest advice, but sometimes it'll run away, or it'll run away from you. And I wanted it. I wanted it bad. But years, like I said, years. It's not a quick trade. I'm selling it when I'm old. So that's why I just said, F it, I'm just going to go ahead and get it. It was only $250 worth anyway. I think whatever that is, 8 shares, I don't know, 7 shares or something like that. I should have, yeah, so that's the last. Hey, who's that, Jack? I think this is the first time we talked, Jack. Appreciate you coming in here, chatting it up with me. Oh, Life Like I, my babe's in here. Just now seeing that. Sorry, babes. Yeah, I'm up. I think it was really yeah. So anyway, that's one of the because I have a portfolio. All right, I trade here. When you see me, I just talk about trading options too, but I buy stocks like this, in the set it and forget it kind of portfolio. By the way, that portfolio is up. Hell yeah. That portfolio is flat. I'm gonna say it's not down 20%. It's flat. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So I was buying a lot of the stuff when it was down in the dumps. I was late on Cisco, and it was that between that and Republic, not Waste Management, okay? The other company, Waste Management's down, yeah, because Waste Management pays 2.26. And I was looking at dividend only. But the competition was the Republic? Is it Republic Services? The Republic RPG. I always get the symbol wrong. RPS, RPG, RTG, Republic Trash. Whatever. Let me see if I can search for it really quick here. Republic Trash ticker. I don't know. Waste disposal. Republic Services. What's the ticker? Yeah, so Republic Services ticker. And it is RSG. I was close. RSG. So yeah, I wanted to buy some of this. Matter of fact, I bought some of this. I bought this as well. I bought like $500 of this. See, look, it's great. I bought it over Waste Management. I liked it a little better. It pays 2.07%. Yeah, I like the growth a little bit better. So I bought that as well. And it's down in the dumps. No pun intended, in the dumps. Anyway, yeah, so these are the stocks that I want to see. Easy's going up. I like it. Yield. I've been converting a lot of, trying to find those growth yield stocks, the dividend and income type portfolios, right? The growth and income, dividend and income, growth and income. I want some growth, I want some income. So it's when we had this downturn, it was a great possibility to be picking up those kind of stocks. So I talked about that, and Cisco, Coke. I'm not, Coke is another one. I'm not really, Coke is not gonna get you rich, but it's gonna be that stock that's you ain't gonna really lose money on. I mean, Coke is a great business. It yields 3.5%. You could be picking that up. Pepsi. Pepsi is probably the same way. Better. Pepsi's it's not even that far off the highs. And it pays a 2.93% dividend. So things like that you could scoop up, get some dividend in your portfolio. Because I was thinking about my old age, and I'm like, I'm not a dividend type. I love growth. To put it this way, the growth in my portfolio is options. Okay, I make my own growth. But I'm like, when I retire, which is not too far from here, see all these grays here? I want to help supplement my income. Not that these dividend stocks are going to get me rich. So right now I got them in reinvestment mode. But when I get to that age, I want to be able to actually take that check. So hopefully I can get $100, $200 a month. Well, more than 100. I'm almost there. $200, $300 a month. Take that check and use it as to live on. So that's kind of my goal with some of my stock portfolios. And I have growth stocks in there as well, like Amazon, Tesla, and Google. I got those. I got them. So that's my goal with that. And this is perfect timing that we're having this kind of market, so I could get in there and scoop these things up with good dividends, even higher dividends when they was trading before. So that's my plan. That's my little 10-year plan, and hopefully it works out. I was in the REITs. REITs are getting killed, like Realty. You hear a lot of people talking about that. They going down because they worry about these businesses, not going to be able to pay their rent. I think they pay 5.22% yield. They're into like the Staples and the Walgreens, the kind of the businesses. I also think they do triple net leasing, and it pays a dividend monthly. Triple net meaning they don't do any maintenance. Okay, they just collect the check. Okay, they just like, hey, here's your building, and they sit back and collect checks. So as long as these businesses can hold on, the government's giving them a whole bunch of money. Hopefully, I think it's undervalued there. I think people's really scared for nothing. As long as the government's printing money and throwing it to everybody, these people are going to be able to pay their rents. But they may have some vacancies, I don't know. But I like them. I like them a lot. Very good, steady income. Anyway, you saw my truck cabin. All right. Appreciate that. Fear. Man, I got to put my glasses on. I can't even read. I don't want to mess up your name. Yeah, that truck, I loved it. I turned it in 2 years ago. It was like, and I started a job with it. So I was out there, trucking, Snyder, doing my thing. And I had previously put in applications for the post office. They called. And I was like, oh, do I really want to do that? So I went to the interview, and I was like, Anyway, I decided to go ahead and do that and turn the truck in. The main reason why I did it was two. I had like 6 years in the military. They took it. So all I got to do is 14 more years, and they're going to give me a retirement check. Can you believe that? It won't be much, but that time I did in the military back when I was 18 years old, it was doing nothing for me. It was just in my past. And with that time, they started me out with 4 weeks vacation. I can't beat that. New job, I'm off for a month and could just like chill and make money, get So that's what made me do it. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of all this risk. And I picked a good time because you see what's going on with trucking now. And I'm just going to go ahead and get some secure, like right now I'm on vacation. I'm getting paid right now. Couldn't do that driving a OTR truck, You was home, you was sweating. It's like, oh man, you're actually losing money when you're home with an OTR truck. As long as you got payments on it. If you don't have any payments, it's all good. I had payments. $1,200 a week. Let me see, $1,200 times 4 weeks, $4,800 a month times, so is it 30 days in a month? What did I say? 4,800 divided by 30. I needed to make $160 a day just to pay for the truck. So every day I stayed home, I was losing $160. Yeah, so that's what happened with the truck. And I like my job now. I like the post office. It's easy work. I was gonna say it's hard work. It's easy work. It's kind of like the people. It's just weird. I can't even describe it. But it's hard. It kind of makes it's stressful. Like the whole going postal thing. Put it this way. I know why they go postal now. I know why. I'm not that kind of dude, but I know why. And I see people that they leave and get walked out. You be like, man, you better watch out for him. He might come back. So it's just kind of, it's just, it's easy. It's easy for truckers. Yeah, for truckers. Yeah, for truck. By the way, my job was easy. If you anything else, if you're a carrier or you a clerk and some other jobs, it's hard work. It's physical. It's hard. Okay, so you have to make sure you want to get it. I'm a truck driver. It's easy. When I'm not driving, there's really nothing to do. I have to load my own truck though, so that's why it kind of sucks a little bit. But the other people, they work. Carriers, man. You could get it. If you want to be a carrier, I guarantee you right now, you go to USPS.com, type in employment with your city, you will see a carrier job. And they make good money. But you're going to work for it. It ain't going to be easy. And you're never going to have a day off. Say goodbye to your life. We deliver on Sunday. Anyway. All right, man. I appreciate you. Hit the bell and come back because I try to do these every day. And sometimes I don't do a video. It's because I try to do them every day. And I appreciate you coming in and participating. I like that because that lets me talk about something. So anyway, it's 3:01. All right, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and just get ready to end this video. And I talked about Amazon and how I want to put a long-term trade on and Look at what the hell. This thing's up 108. It's just, it's going crazy. It's ballistic. It's just running into earnings. That's what it's really doing. And all right, man. Yeah, appreciate it. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I kind of almost missed it today. I feel like I don't want to put that trade on when it's up 5.86%. Let's see what happens tomorrow. All right, man. So thank you everyone for watching. Let me give you a couple of shout outs. Let me see let me shout out. Oh, I think my babe's home. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, look, I didn't even know she was home. I got a phone call to make. Anyway, Fearify? Is that your name? Jack, Lifelike Eye, Cashmatic, Charles, Pat, Preston, Fold. Oh, all right. You with me with the photography? By the way, I'm a photographer. MVMeimages.com. Check that out. MVMeimages.com. You could go ahead and check out my photography. I haven't done any in a while, but I've got all my gear right there, and I'm really ready to shoot, but I just don't do it anymore. I don't want to sell my gear though. And Cashmatic, man. All right, so appreciate everyone watching. Like it and subscribe. Hit the bell, and we could talk about stocks. I gave you some good tips today. I mean, I gave you gold. Is that like Seinfeld? The guy goes, "It's gold, Jerry. It's gold." I gave you gold. Anyway, those trades work. Oh man, I love them set it and forget it trades. And that way you ain't driving. Oh, you gotta look at this, and you gotta find stocks to trade and check out the volume and the gappers and forget all that. Anyway, so thanks for watching, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end it and look, kind of see what the market's gonna be doing. All right. Check out my stories. I kind of did YouTube stories. I kind of did a quick shot of how my portfolio is doing today, and I'm gonna do that video of my trading up to March 31st. It's kind of awful. I did a screenshot of my portfolio, so now I gotta go ahead and make a video and edit it and show you what's going on, where I made money, where I lost money. And I don't know if I'm gonna do that every quarter, because it's gonna suck when I lose money. I'm like, yeah, I lost the whole stuff. Like my Amazon trade didn't work. I lost $21,000. You got to risk. You got to make money. You got to risk money. Risk it. It's like, just get it money. Don't come emotionally, even though it's very hard to do, okay? I don't come emotionally attached. The more I can detach myself from my money, the better my trading is. Because I could take a paper account and make $1 million. I could give me a paper account for $20,000. I'll make it $1 million. I'll turn it into $1 million. Easy, right? A lot of us can do that. Why can we do that? Because we have no attachment, no emotions, none. So the better that you can detach yourself from your money, which is very, very hard to do. I can't even do it, but I try. Your trading actually becomes better. Yeah, so that's weird. Like I said, I try, but, when I have losses, I just try to, forget. It's hard to do. It's very hard to do. But like a paper account, that's why paper trading sucks. Just give me $20,000. I could turn it into $1 million because you risk a lot, and you're not worried when the trades are going against you. Things like that. But you have to trade different with your own money, right? You don't want to risk a lot. You want good high probability trades. You want to trade small. You want all that good stuff, right? But it's all because you're scared. Try not to be scared, or just detach yourself a little bit, and your trades will get better. Yes, that's my tip, but it's probably not a great tip, but it's my tip. All right, so I'm out of here. Babe says, yeah, man. All right, I'll check y'all out. Thanks for watching, everyone, and hopefully we can get back on here tomorrow and do the same thing. I'll see y'all later. Peace. Oh, Dre Trades Instagram, Dre Trades on Twitter. This is Dre right here on YouTube. Comment in any video, and I'll give you a response or whatever. I'll talk to y'all later.